From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
Crime on the rise in Missoula. Find out what law enforcement says is working and what's not, and what Governor Gianforte plans to do coming up.
Bingo! Bozeman's American Legion holding a bingo fundraiser for the folks in Denton dealing with the fire. We'll tell you how that turned out. Also coming up. Happy Friday, so.
Well, isn't that fabulous?
Shots,
Yeah.
just let that tell the story. A beautiful morning out there. A few clouds in the sky, but
Depending on location, there have been a few light snow showers. It hasn't been a big impact because our ground temperatures have been so warm.
to say the least.
Not to say we won't see some ice in some places this morning, but overall our ground temperature hasn't dropped dramatically. Our temperatures, our air temperatures, right near the freezing mark for most of the area. Out toward West Yellowstone, a little cooler. Look for scattered snow showers to develop. There may be a few light snow showers in the morning. The late afternoon, those heavier bands of snow will develop, and that could slow that evening commute for a few areas. So expect to see some minor accumulations, some slower drive times as you get toward the evening. Again, temperatures falling pretty quickly as you head toward the afternoon today. We are seeing bands of snow. We'll talk about winter weather advisories and what to expect for the weekend in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Matt. 6:31 now. Violent crime is up across Montana. From domestic violence to DUIs to homicides, criminal cases surged across the state during the pandemic. With crime rising, Montana Governor Greg Gianforte met with law enforcement and state representatives yesterday for a roundtable to discuss the numbers and what to do about them. MTN's Katie Miller has our story.
We all want safe communities, and unfortunately we've had a spike in violent crime.
Multiple crises continue to plague Montana. Missing and murdered Indigenous people.
They leave victims understandably shaken and anxious from the trauma they've endured. And in the most tragic cases, they leave families of victims mourning the loss of a loved one.
Substance abuse.
Cartel moving drugs into the state of Montana.
Opioids, heroin, meth.
Crime and domestic violence, it's all tied in with substance use.
On Thursday, Missoula County Attorney Kirsten Papps said Missoula is seeing drugs coming in from out of state, even out of the country.
Directly affecting addiction in our community as well as driving crime.
The Missoula County Attorney's Office reports in 2021, 43% of all crimes reported in Missoula County were violent crime. That's a jump from 20% in 2017.
The root of this is really addiction and mental health. And we need diversion programs to help nonviolent offenders get into programs that help them get healthy rather than end up in a jail.
In one Montana jail, the women's prison in Billings, Governor Gianforte said the population was recently more than 40% Native women. At the last census, though, only 4.6% of Billings' total population was Native. And across the whole state, 6.7%. The data shows Montana needs a change. Thursday's roundtable was just a start of this discussion.
And for the legislators at the table, I will say we are putting together our legislative plan for 2023. We'd love to have your fingerprints on it and bring your ideas.
In Missoula, Katie Miller, MTN News.
6:34 in other news this morning. The Corps Network has been around for decades across the country to conserve our lands, but a newly formed Climate Corps is focusing specially on climate change. Dan Grossman shows us the network that they're doing and the push to expand to more places.
Good to go, John?
On this day in February, it is 23 degrees. We're 8,300 feet above sea level, and there's about 7 inches of crusted snow on the ground.
Looking like the snowpack's not that agreeable right now.
But for 22-year-old Marco Perez, it is not enough.
We're kind of just looking for piles that aren't gonna escape our little snow ring here. So for example, if I were to burn this one, there's a good chance that all this grass here might go, and then who knows from there.
Marco is with 3 other college-aged kids getting rid of vegetation piles that were cut to reduce the amount of wildfire fuel in the area.
Going up pretty good.
It's the first time they've done it during this time of the year, and it's the first time they've done it as part of the newly formed Colorado Climate Corps.
The goal is not to prevent and suppress fire. It's really allow fire to do what it needs to do, but reduce the impact to values like homes, communities, our water resources.
Claire Morrissey is the regional director for the group, which just started last month as part of a $1.7 million investment from the state. The Climate Corps is similar to the Corps Network, which since 1933 has employed young people across the country to conserve our lands. Today, there are more than 130 conservation corps in 46 states. The work of the Climate Corps, however, is different in that it specifically focuses on climate-related goals, not just land conservation. This year, Colorado became only the second state to have such a group, next to California, which started its Climate Corps in 2020.
To me, that seems really important, this work.
John Knudsen leads Marco's group as the fire program coordinator. By burning these piles of wood and brush, they hope to further prevent catastrophic fires like the Marshall Fire that burned more than 1,000 homes in late December, not too far from here. By mitigating fire activity, they're also preventing dangerous mudslides that can trigger after a fire, endangering lives as well as the watershed.
Each summer, fire behavior seems a little bit more extreme. Right, like last year we had 3 of our bigger fires in Colorado history. So that was definitely a red flag.
Fire seasons are longer, fires are burning hotter. So being in cohabitation with fire is more difficult, and that's why the resources and the project work that this crew is conducting is just becoming more important.
Last year, President Biden proposed investing $10 billion to employ 20,000 Corps members a year as part of a national climate corps. But the funding was to come from the Build Back Better Act, which has yet to pass a congressional vote. Until that happens, Marco and his team will continue their work.
Gonna go with fire for as long as my body will let me, I guess.
Hoping to serve as a beacon of progress in the fight against climate change. I'm Dan Grossman.
6:37 now. Back here at home, dozens of people gathered Wednesday night at the American Legion in downtown Bozeman for some rounds of bingo. All the proceeds went to the Denton Fire Relief Fund. It'll help rebuild homes and replace what was lost in that fire. Organizers of the event say they were able to raise $2,100.
You know, it's what we do in Bozeman. There's a lot of collaboration and partnerships ongoing. We support each other's efforts.
Just after what they've been through, and I just feel that I could, if I win on my cards, I can give it right back to them, because it was such a tragedy and they've been through a ton.
Now the Legion invites community back for bingo next Wednesday, the 9th, 7 p.m. Centers for Disease Control has now updated the COVID-19 community level for local communities. Gallatin County now at medium level, while Silver Bow at high level. On our website right now, you can find a link to all of our counties and the whole country. As of yesterday, more than 90% of the U.S. population in a location with low or medium COVID-19 community level. That's according to the CDC. The following tips are still suggested. Wear a mask indoors in public, stay up to date with COVID-19 vaccines, get tested if you have symptoms. Additional precautions may be needed for people at high risk for severe illness. May choose to mask at any time. People with symptoms, a positive test, or exposure to someone with COVID-19 should wear a mask. If you are immunocompromised, there's more information at the CDC to help you. 6:39 now. The State Health Department reporting 12 newly reported deaths from COVID-19 complications, 5 of those in Butte-Silver Bow County. The 12 deaths were in December, January, and February. There were 425 new COVID cases reported in Montana yesterday, 13 of those in Gallatin County. Butte-Silver Bow, just 1 new case. 36 of the counties in the state have 1 or 0 new cases reported. Time for a quick break here on Montana This Morning.